a bargain one should never make, a bargain in which the freedom that goes to the government never comes back to us. The government tries to find an object of hatred. Throughout our history, it has hated all groups, groups to which everyone in this room is a member at some point in time. The government hated Indians. The government hated blacks. The government hated Mormons. The government hated Germans. The government hated Catholics. The government hated Jews. The government hated Japanese. Who does the government hate today? It hates people that are successful. It hates people that have accumulated wealth. It hates people that are educated and are in a position to challenge the government. Which is worse and more dangerous, and which causes you less sleep at night? A ragtag bunch of fanatics hijack an airplane and fly it into a building, or a ragtag bunch of fanatics hijack the government and fly it into your house and your bank book and your doctor's office. On the 17th of July, in the year of our Lord, 2010, thousands of people who are the salt of the earth assembled in a beautiful arena in Salt Lake City, Utah, to celebrate the meaning, history, and understanding of human freedom. 5 years from now, will there be anything worth celebrating? The answer is yes. In the long history of the world, only a few generations have been granted the role of defending freedom in its maximum hour of danger. You are that generation. That is your role. This is that moment. Thank you, and God bless you.
You're the best. You need to catch the plane. I need to tell you at 3:30.
I got 15 minutes.
You got it. Ladies and gentlemen, Judge Andrew Nepalotano. Judge, if you'll hang on for a second, we have Pat and Stu on the back. We have some questions. We're going to bring out the other speakers because we've got a lot of questions. We're going to spend a few minutes on that. But I also have to introduce, where is he? The governor is here. Governor Herbert is here. Where are you, sir? Right over here. There's the governor. I like a man who wears the polo shirts and jeans right here. Thank you, sir.
God bless you, Governor. One of the great states in the Union.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I told him backstage, keep fighting. Stand up, man. And if you think you're going to lose your soul, cry out to somebody. We'll protect the souls, man. We've got to have politicians that will cry out and say, I'm in trouble, I'm in trouble, I'm in trouble. And I mean the trouble of our souls. These politicians, too many times, God bless them, but I think they compromise their souls into oblivion and there's nothing left in the end. We have to have people who just root it. Just root it. Okay. Stu, where is Stu and Pat? Are they in the back? Are they coming up here? And we also have to bring, here they are. And also we have to bring up David Barton and David Buckner back up here. We're going to do a quick round table, and then we're going to break real quick, and then I think we have a musical guest for you, and then the final thoughts of the day. Have you enjoyed the day so far? Take it.
It is so great to be back in Salt Lake City. Man. But why do I suddenly feel this burning urge to say, oh my heck, I need some fry sauce? It's been plaguing me all day. I don't know what the deal is. And right here on the hallowed hall where the Utah Jazz play, and former Jazz legends have been here, like Greg Ostertag. Those were the days, weren't they? I remember when I lived here, and the guy would take a 3-foot jumper, and you'd say, oh my gosh, he doesn't know where he is. What are you doing shooting from 3 feet away, Greg? Greg Ostertag fans? Me too. Me too. Thank you.
So we have a little time to do a quick Q&A with some of the great speakers. Let's give it one more round of applause for the 3 speakers today.
Okay. So you'll just say who's going to catch the win?
Just want to see Pat bend over here. So we have the judge here who's going to be, he's kind enough to stay with us here for a few questions. We're going to start with the judge. And thank you guys so much for sending in the questions, revival@glennbeck.com. This starts with a question about how we do things in Washington. How would we go about getting an amendment requiring any bills to be no more than 25 pages long, one-sided, on one piece of paper, 12 type size?
Yes.
How great is that?
You know, the powers that are in Washington have made it very difficult to amend the Constitution. There are a couple of technical ways to amend it. The Congress can send an amendment around to the states that would require 2/3 of the Congress and 3/4 of the states. But Congress will never send an amendment around that limits its own power. The other way is for the states to call for a constitutional convention, and the convention then to send an amendment around and 3/4 of the states to enact that. Now, reducing the size of legislation and requiring that it be read is of profound interest and profound good. It would be a lot better if we enacted term limits to get these bums out.
Yes.
And it looks like this is from Linda, who asks, when people say that the Declaration of Independence isn't law, how do you respond, Judge?
It was the first piece of legislation enacted by the Congress. If you look at the U.S. Code, which is about the size of 7 or 8 sets of Encyclopedia Britannicas, and you read the very first law, it is the Declaration of Independence, which says, when the government fails to protect the natural rights of the people, it is their duty to alter and abolish it. That's the law of the land that everyone has taken an oath to uphold. So go to Volume 1, Page 1. The Declaration of Independence is there.
All right, last one for the judge here. Would you suggest repealing the 17th Amendment, reforming it, or nudging it?
I would get rid of the 17th Amendment and the 16th Amendment. The 16th Amendment allows the government to pick your pocket, to steal your property in the form of income tax. The 17th Amendment allows the people to elect senators popularly. They shouldn't. Think of this. When the country was formed, the people were at the table through the House of Representatives. The states were at the table through the United States Senate. The country as a whole was at the table through the President of the United States. When the 17th Amendment was enacted and the people sent senators rather than state legislatures sending senators, the states lost their voices. That's when the federal government began to steal power from the states. When state legislatures sent senators to the Senate, that didn't happen.
Fantastic. Good. We're going to say thank you to Judge now. He's got to catch a plane. Judge Andrew
Thank you, everybody.
Nepalotano.
God bless you. Thank you. Thank you, Governor.